Welcome everyone to part 2 of Dynasty Warriors 3, and in this part we'll be starting the Battle of Luo Gate.
I suggest my Lord Wan Shao.
Yes. All right, then. I accept the position of Grand Commander, and I swear to destroy the traitor, Don Zhao.
Our allies have begun their attack!
I shall accompany you.
And continuing on from the tradition of Dynasty Warriors 2 is the Battle of Luo Gate, a battle that, in just about every Dynasty Warriors game, save for Dynasty Warriors 8, that all three kingdoms will actually have to fight. The only notable exception in Dynasty Warriors 8 is the fact that, well, Wu does not fight the Battle of Luo Gate. I don't know why, but they don't. Anyway, we actually have items now, and I just showed them all. So with that said, let's go back to something else that's been brought back, aside from bodyguards. Introductions. Oh, those voice actings. So let's get on with it.
The hard-fought struggle against the Yellow Turbans brought peace to the troubled land. However, this peace was short-lived, as the General Dong Zhuo emerged from the Yellow Turban campaign, hoping to seize power for himself. While pretending to serve in the name of the Child Emperor, Dong Zhuo enters the capital of Luo Yang, seizing control of the government. With his newfound power and the mighty Lu Bu at his side, Dong Zhuo begins a reign of terror, shaking the imperial institution to its very core. Han loyalists, dissatisfied with Dong Zhuo's abuse of power, rally around young Cao Cao's call to expunge the corrupt leader, raising an alliance to oppose him. With Wan Shao as their leader, an answer to the tyranny of Dong Zhuo is formed. In the year 191, the two forces meet in the lands east of Luo Yang, with the strategically vital Feng Sui and Luo Gates as a backdrop. The battle for control of the land is once again about to begin.
And now we go into the Battle of Luo Gate. Now, the Battle of Luo Gate has a lot of enemies here, and of course, just like before, if you defeat 1,000 enemies, Lu Bu will be unlocked. However, it's Dong Zhuo's unlock requirement that's a pain in the ass, and I will elaborate further on that. Good news is, if you have Dynasty Warriors 2 on save file from the PS2, because Xbox does not have Dynasty Warriors 2. If you have the save file of Dynasty Warriors 2 on your PS2 and play this game, all the characters you unlock from that game will transfer over to here, and that includes Lu Bu. And speak of the devil, here he comes as soon as I kill off these chumps right here. Yeah, let me just make short work of these guys, cause, well, this is part of the requirement after all, killing 1,000 enemies. Officers included. Yes, Lu Bu can be a part of 1,000. Speaking of which...
It's Lu Bu!
Ah! Get out of my way!
Yep, folks, he who shall not be pursued is on the loose, and just as usual, he goes after Yuan Shu. Yeah, you can do something about that, but the thing is, you got other officers to deal with. Now, part of the requirement for Dong Zhuo consists of Lu Bu and Diao Chan not being defeated. But their officers, on the other hand, that is the different story. Now, if anything should happen to all of the officers except for Diao Chan and Lu Bu, they are supposed to turn on Dong Zhuo. Not only is this how you unlock Dong Zhuo, that's also how you get Dong Zhuo's ultimate weapon. That is annoying! You have to literally let these guys roam free and possibly take down your enemy commander.
This looks bad.
And unfortunately, Lu Bu works so fast.
Wan Shu's army still has not moved.
What?
Wan Shu, you have deceived me.
Now, Sun Jian pretty much lost supplies thanks to Lu Bu attacking Yuan Shu. Now, here is the thing about all of this. If this was Dynasty Warriors 4, there would be a way to actually save Yuan Shu's forces, or should I say, there would be a way to save Sun Jian's forces, that's what I meant to say, from losing supplies. Because Yuan Shu would just, god damn it, stupid archers. Anyway, Yuan Shu would just end up not sending supplies to Sun Jian at all, just to be a dick. But in this case, get on a damn horse. I'm not just jumping for joy, I'm trying to get on a stupid horse. Anyway, but in this case, Yuan Shu is about to die, and it's not going to be pretty. And it's pretty terrible that Sun Jian has had a morale hit, because the officers in this game are paper tigers. Sun Jian is the only thing that's keeping Guan or Xiang, and anyone else from coming over to Yuan Shu. So it's technically a race against time to keep these officers from trying to go near Yuan Shao. I mean, that's what I meant to say, Yuan Shao, not Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu is irrelevant, he's about to die in a few seconds. But, Yuan Shao, you have to keep him as far away from Lu Bu as humanly possible, because he's going to freaking die. Plain and simple. Now, what I was actually looking for is the Musao up, which I happened to find. That is the dim sum, and the fairy wine is over in Dong Zhuo's palace. So, that is actually where you need to look. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have to take a long way around with the horse, because apparently horses are afraid of stairs in this game and they don't jump. Oh well. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I might as well just take out Zhang, who just so happens to be at the front gate. Or probably in the way. I should have went the other way, didn't I? But the fact is, if there's nobody guarding Yuan Shao, Lu Bu is going to go after him. So you gotta be careful in trying to pick off all officers except for Lu Bu and Diao Chan. Because in this grand scheme of things, your enemy officer, no, your allied officers may end up getting into a fight with Lu Bu and defeating said officers and forcing them to flee, or inadvertently defeat Lu Bu. I think there was supposed to be one part where Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, and Liu Bei was supposed to repel Lu Bu and force him to leave the area for the time being. Apparently that scene did not show up. That was supposed to be the catalyst for Lu Bu and Diao Chan's imminent betrayal, and that would allow you to take out the rest of Lu Bu's troops or all the other troops and get rid of Li Jue, Li Ru, and Guo Sua, who are supposed to... Oh, Guo Shi, sorry, who is supposed to show up later on in this battle, and all of which would actually go after Yuan Shao. That way, Diao Chan would end up betraying Dong Zhuo. She'll end up joining our side, and if you were actually on Dong Zhuo's side playing as Dong Zhuo, he would actually get a weapon from killing off Diao Chan and Lu Bu. Or practically killing off Diao Chan, because if they kill off Lu Bu, that'll make things a hell of a lot better for you. But primarily, both of them have to betray you, and you have to actually survive and win against them in order for you to get the weapon, and that is a pain in the behind. I think Lu Bu also gets a weapon here too, and that is he's supposed to defeat Guan Yu, and that's the only thing he has to do. So it's easier to get Lu Bu's weapon than what it is Dong Zhuo. Nice. But, in the end of the day, once you do get all these level 4 weapons, it'll be worth it. I still think, however, I am not going to go through the hassle to try to get a requirement that is pretty much broken, to say the least.
I defeated an officer.
And I just went there and defeated Hu Jin and also Hua Zhang, and that should open Feng Sui Gate, which doesn't become Si Shui Gate until Dynasty Warriors 4. Now then, it's time to find, or at least get through this area without glitching. God damn it, Koei. Time to find my way through and find the rest of those officers and kill them. Hopefully, I can actually kill them all, but spoiler alert, somehow I managed to miss one. Hey, here's one right here. Here's an officer. That's Hua Zhang, so he's pretty much dead, I think. Yep, got him. So, Hua Zhang's forces has been destroyed, and now Liu Bei and company, they'll be skyrocketing. Again, there was supposed to be a scene where Guan Yu and Liu Bei and Zhang Fei repels Lu Bu, but that scene never comes up because Lu Bu, for some reason, doesn't run into Liu Bei. And that can be rather annoying. And that's the scene I need in order to actually complete the objective to unlocking Dong Zhuo. Well, it's easier to get Dong Zhuo's ultimate weapon because the betrayal is going to eventually happen to you. It isn't, however, easy to get him as a character, so that's why I went and used cheats, because he is one of several people that have a very annoying unlock requirement.
You think we would let you through?
And that is Zhurong, but here's the thing, why am I attacking Zhurong and there's another officer in the area?
We would let you through?
You gotta kill off all the officers, including their lieutenants, aside from Lu Bu. And Sun Jian instead faces Lu Bu instead of the three brothers. And that's another thing. I had to kill off Wang Ping in order for the three brothers to actually run into Lu Bu. So that's something else. They're struggling against one generic officer, and they should not have to struggle against him. If I would have just bypassed Zhuo and just kept going, and had the three brothers just come in and actually run into Lu Bu, I would not have to run into Lu Bu eventually, because it's going to come to a point where I have no choice. But I will end up having Li Ru and Guo Shi and Li Jue show up. But since I can't show off how to unlock Dong Zhuo, I can, however, show off how to get the red Hare Harness. Eventually, I'll have no choice but to, because he's going to come after my commanding officer, and I don't need that to happen. I'll just drop Lu Bu's morale as quickly as humanly possible. And that's where things differ between this game and Dynasty Warriors 2. When you drop morale in Dynasty Warriors 2, nothing changes. Your character will still have to fight somebody that regenerates. Here in Dynasty Warriors 3, dropping morale makes an enemy weaker, even on the hardest difficulty, so that is something you need to understand. The less troops they have, the weaker they become. The weaker they become, the easier for them to be manageable. And bear in mind that the enemy's officers will be just as tough as the enemies in this game on a harder difficulty. I'm playing this on normal, by the way, so that is something that needs to be said.
Like a lamb to the slaughter. Now fire!
And Li Ru has made his appearance. Unfortunately, not yet. His archers did, but he didn't. You have to make it to Hulao Gate before you actually can get Li Ru to come out of hiding. And by that time, Lu Bu will be headed straight for your commanding officer. God damn it, you stupid archers! I'll deal with you later, you bastards!
Something is coming!
Go! Break through the gates of Hulao.
And yes, this is supposed to happen if you actually bring yourself over to Hulao Gate. So you have to watch over the assault unit, and god damn it! Horse! Why are you bucking like this? Ugh! Get on the damn horse! Why won't you get on the damn horse? Thank you! Sorry if I'm complaining, but you see this bullshit, right? The stupid horse is bucking me off of my damn... I'm just calm. I'm calm. I'm cool. So anyway, let me stop complaining and instead tell you that this is the area where you need to get the fairy wine. The fairy wine is on top of Hulao Gate. So make sure you climb up, and because there's going to be a ladder for that, and you're going to yeah, there it is, right over to the side. It's right on top of the gate. All you got to do is just simply walk up, break the crate, and on the opposite side, and there will be the okay, cutscene. There would be the fairy wine. Well, there wasn't any speaking in that cutscene. They just broke up the Hulao Gate, and his ram will be there just to be there. Well, Lu Bu's morale is falling, and Li Ru will appear. It's Li Ru's defeat that will bring forth Guo Shi and Li Jue. And those two will appear right north of where Yuan Shao is, and will try to take him from behind. So you will have to actually hop on your horse and pursue those guys the long way around, because fighting Lu Bu, well, it's not as bad as 2, but he's still dumb.
You dare to be my enemy.
Did not mean to talk over Diao Chan. Did not. But as I was saying, oh yeah, and there's the stairs right there. As I was saying, folks, Li Jue and Guo Shi will make their appearance, and they will try to flank Yuan Shao, which would more than likely cause you to have to backtrack and get those guys before they lower Yuan Shao's morale and take him down easily. Oh, that was just a dick move. So now, let me go after those guys. Ugh. I hate archers in this game. Archers are a pain in the ass. So, we're gonna have to find a way around Lu Bu and up. It's starting to begin. Yuan Shao's morale is dropping, and yeah, that can be a pain in the butt.
More insects.
And, of course, Cao Cao is running into trouble as well. But Cao Cao's forces is actually holding off Lu Bu. Yeah, that's right. I was about to say Liu Bei, but I meant to say Lu Bu. They just recently, I think, defeated,
They joined against us.
yeah, they just recently defeated Zhang Liao, so there is that. I was hoping to actually trigger the betrayal, but apparently I couldn't. So now I'm going to have to go after these guys and try to avoid Lu Bu at all costs. Yeah, it sounds cowardly, but I don't have a choice. But I already screwed up the whole requirement because I accidentally offed one guy and let his lieutenant run away. Now it's basically me trying to finish off this level, because at this point I was practically waiting for those two to show up. And you can practically miss out on those two officers. And they'll only appear when you're setting foot within Hulao Gate. So there is that. And now for the more bullshit part. You can't climb upstairs with a horse. I know, it's stupid, and Dynasty Warriors 4, 5, and 6, no, it's more like 5 and 6 fixes that, but you can't climb upstairs with a horse.
It looks like another army.
Oh boy. Yuan Shao seems to be in dire straits here, because apparently he's starting to fight these guys. And there's Li Jue. Well, he just got knocked off his horse by an archer. He knows how I feel. Archers suck. And dead.
An officer.
Let's see. I think he dropped something. That's cool.
Don't fall behind.
I do believe there's also one other enemy. Yeah, he's right next to me, as a matter of fact. And Lu Bu's lost both of his officers. Wow, that's just a shame. I do believe Dong Zhuo has one more officer left. And I think I bypassed him too on the way here. I'm not sure. But we'll see, it's about to go down, and that is it.
I
Now,
An officer.
I do believe there is only one more officer left. Actually, two more officers left to deal with.
We will not.
One of which I'm saving for last.
Don't
So
get
now,
behind.
there should be no more ambushes from here on in. And the funny part is, I do believe Liu Bei and his officers are only fighting... Hold on. Who is he fighting? I'm not sure. But he's not fighting Liu Bei, that's for sure. But Cao Cao is slowly but surely inching towards my commanding officer, and the moment he comes to Yuan Shao, well, those generic officers aren't gonna do jack shit. They're gonna die, it's not gonna be pretty, and yeah, I'm gonna have a small sliver of time before I actually get to Lu Bu. Because in this game, Lu Bu is excessively strong and has very high defense. So fighting Lu Bu would not be a very wise decision. And every single Dynasty Warriors game afterwards, he will have some sort of crazy buff. Whether it would be like reduced damage and increased attack, or he gets an insane buff when he's about to die, like in Dynasty Warriors 5, or in Dynasty Warriors 6, he has his own card. Oh wait, that's 6 Empires. But 6, he off the bat have about 500 across the board, and once he gains level, he'll end up having 1,000 across the board. Well, there's Li Meng. Might as well kill him too, because, well, he's one of those guys that is one of Dong Zhuo's soldiers, and he could barely run into the guy because, well, he's possibly fighting Guan Yu and the others. So yeah, I missed out on a lot of cutscenes because of this. So let's see if I can anger Lu Bu by... Oh, that was my alarm. Damn it. I was about to say, let me see if I can anger Lu Bu by knocking off Diao Chan. Because this is the game where it's supposed to happen. If Diao Chan is somehow defeated, Lu Bu is supposed to betray Dong Zhuo. And that would lead to both you and Lu Bu actually fighting Dong Zhuo together. But I think that may not happen because in order for that to happen, Lu Bu must be repelled by the 3 brothers. So, and that would be Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei. So since that didn't happen, I'm gonna see if defeating Diao Chan will actually trigger it.
There is no way they will get past us.
Wait, Yuan Shao,
I defeated an
you are
officer.
fighting Lu Bu, and you just said, excuse me.
Father, please forgive me.
Sorry I stopped the cutscene late. I didn't know that it was going to go to Diao Chan's death animation, but Yuan Shao said that Lu Bu won't get past him, but yet Lu Bu will get past Yuan Shao, because Yuan Shao, just like every other commanding officer that you're not controlling, is a paper tiger. Anyway, might as well just go over my history with Lu Bu for those of you who have subscribed to my channel or have been around my channel for the longest time. I started playing Dynasty Warriors games on this channel with Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. Lu Bu ran away like a bitch. Then I played Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires. Lu Bu offed 2 of my officers and then surrendered. And, well, not before he captured a couple of bases. And then, Dynasty Warriors 7, just repeated fights with Lu Bu, especially in the Wei playthrough. Dynasty Warriors 8, Lu Bu, I ended up marrying his daughter in 8 Empires, actually, and had a kid, and also recruited Lu Bu, and had a final showdown with Lu Bu where Lu Chi killed me. Yeah, there's that. And finally, Dynasty Warriors 4, where he almost killed me because he was the last enemy to face, and Dynasty Warriors 2, where he regenerated a lot. So now, we've come here, and it all comes full circle.
You dare stand in my way?
Don't pursue Lu Bu.
Kinda don't have a choice. You see, in
Dong
order
Zhuo.
to get the red Hare Harness, you must defeat Lu Bu. Kinda don't have a choice. And Lu Bu, he guards a lot. He has really high defenses. And more importantly, his attack is really high. I did mention that earlier on in this episode, so I might as well mention it again in case you guys did not hear me. This guy has really high defense in this game. It gets even worse in Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires, as he is the only enemy, that is the AI, that actually has a level 4 weapon doing battle with you. Or should I say level 5 weapon. So, yeah, that's kind of cheap. But, at the end of the day, I'm going to kick Lu Bu's ass. Or die trying. Oh god, I may die trying. Help! 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 He is killing me! He is killing me! Get over here, you! Oh wait, no. I killed him! Yes! He's done! Woohoo!
Impossible!
And with Lu Bu's defeat, pretty soon there will be a supply unit which will have the red Hare Harness. Yes, I already have the red Hare Harness. However, at least now you'll know how to get it yourselves. Yes, I do screw up sometime, and yes, I may fail a couple of requirements, but I do at least know how to get some of the stuff, if not all of them. I definitely know how to get those weapons, because let's face it, the objectives needed to get those weapons are a pain in the butt to get, and sometimes I do fail in getting them. But I'm playing this on normal because of the fact that it is rather difficult. This game is rather difficult as it is. It gets worse as it goes on. And this is exceptionally true. Well, as far as difficulty is concerned, it gets worse. And this is exceptionally true in the later levels. And it's exceptionally true in the non-mins. Yeah, I'm going to be using one character to take down 20 stages. So bear that in mind. God forbid if we ever go into Dynasty Warriors 4 again, this time not in Empires, but actual Extreme Legends. Oh boy, that's gonna be a trip and a half. That'll be like a long-term project because of how long the game actually is, by beating all the missions with one specific character from each kingdom, or just use your edit character for all the kingdoms, which is what I'm going to be doing in Dynasty Warriors 4. And let's see. Is there anything else that I need to mention about this stage? besides the fact that it is long on foot,
Let us join our
not much really. And oh, after a while, the bodyguards will try to tell you, hey, hurry up and let's join our allies. As our allies are literally going after Zhuo. And here's our supply team. Kill the supply captain, and there's the harness. Now, anything else here? Nope. Let's just ace some guards. And since we secure the gate, also make sure we get some health too. And yeah, I cut that out because it is a long trip back. Yeah, I had to follow the guards up there, but it is a long trip back, and I want to go on ahead and finish this. It is already bordering 40 minutes. All because I was trying to get several scenes that I could and also could not get at the same time. So since Li Ru has been defeated, the archers' ambush has been, well, dissipated. So now all that's left is taking down Zhuo, and sure enough... Oh wait, there's still more archers here. Archers suck. And now that we got rid of those guys, now we could go after Zhuo. But I would be careful if I were you. Zhuo's weapon has indeed changed. It's no longer a sword like in Dynasty Warriors 2. Oh no, Zhuo's weapon actually have bombs.
You are fools trying to stop me.
Now, when I say bombs, I mean actual bombs. This is the game that actually have Zhuo with the moveset of him having a bomb. And Dynasty Warriors 7 continue that tradition. I think Dynasty Warriors 6 inherits it too. But more importantly, it's only in this game where he actually has bombs. In Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5, he actually has more of a rushdown technique, and he also has a body slam as well. And that body slam breaks guards. So bear that in mind, and I'm sorry about coughing on the recording again. But, thankfully, in this game, the charge attacks can actually, knock away Zhuo's guard that leave him open so that you will be able to do some damage to him. Bear in mind one thing. Zhuo, he is actually more of a opponent that would run right when he's about to die, and he will do that a lot. Except now.
No, my plan. It is all ruined now.
Oh yeah, almost forgot to mention something that I didn't mention in part 1. If you haven't noticed, that while all the alerts and quotes are in English, the Musou attacks are in Japanese. Yeah, that's not fixed until Dynasty Warriors 4. Not even with 3 Extreme Legends. So it's until Dynasty Warriors 4 that both the dialogue and the Musou is in English. But at this point in time, we are in the end of the level, which we are now getting our goods, and I'm just trying to pick which one to keep, because eventually we'll be getting some brand new weapons later on. Right now, we got stuff that we already have. And, of course, that means the Red Hare Harness as well. So, if you actually succeed, you're going to get the Red Hare Harness, and at least the Red Hare Harness will help you in traversing the entirety of the stage. And I missed 3 officers, by the way. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this part. In the next part, we will be going to the Battle of Guan. See you guys next time.